Hello YouTube, this is ScipiiPrince here. This is my very first video. It is an online battle. I am playing as the S.P.Q.R. and my opponent is playing as the Julii Romans. He's deploying behind that there red line and I'm deploying back here. For my lineup, I have 5 units of early legionary first cohort. Then I have 3 archer auxilia, 2 regular archers, units of archers, and then I have 2 units of Praetorian cavalry over there and 2 units of Praetorian cavalry over here. I always like to have my cavalry on the flanks so there's not a weak point in my army, but the problem with that is if it's a lopsided battle, you have to get your cavalry over to the other side really quickly. It's not that big of a problem, but it could mean the difference between a victory and a loss. And let's go have a look at first my opponent's infantry. His cavalry is deployed over there. He has a unit of urban cohort, and then 2 units and then a unit of early legionary first cohort, and then a unit of urban cohort. He's got a bunch of archer auxilia in the middle, and then he's got 2 units of principes. Now if we go over here to his cavalry lineup, we will see a lot of things. I know he has a general unit mixed in somewhere. It's kind of hard when they're on the move. There's that general unit. He's got a kiddies. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And then he's got, I think, another general unit and 2 units of Praetorian cavalry. But there's the kiddies. There's some Roman cavalry, pardon me. And to counter that, I just don't want him to get behind me and really do the hit and run thing, or even to sandwich me in between his cavalry and his infantry. I go ahead and start lining up my soldiers to counter his attack. And I just take off my entire right flank, which I'm kind of worried about because his army starts to move pretty quick. But my archers turn around and get 2 or 3 of his cavalry. There's a nice dead horse for you. I don't know how an arrow can kill a horse into, the rider, but whatever. It's the game, and it's an amazing game. So here I am lined up, and then his infantry begins to march. And at first this doesn't seem like that big of a problem. But then you consider that he has been almost sandwiched in between his cavalry and his infantry. So I'm going to make the first offensive move in this game. It's kind of a counteroffensive move, I guess, because he's on the offense definitely. But I make the first true move. His archer auxilia are going to start unloading on my cohorts, and I'm going to put them in the Testudo to minimize casualties. But then my archers, I'm going to start sending back there, but I realize that his archers are coming straight at me, so I go ahead and turn him around any second now and react to his archers. Now here goes my infantry and cavalry, and my archers turning back. Here goes my infantry and cavalry attacking his cavalry, and he definitely has me outnumbered here. But what I'm going to do is bring in my urban cohorts, and they are going to easily defeat his cavalry with the help of my cavalry. At first, it looks like a mess for me, and I completely understand it definitely was, and I was really kind of worried. But when all this is going down, my urban cohort's going to come in, and the 1 unit routes really quickly. I was surprised, that Roman cavalry right there. But let's go up here, and I'm skirmishing right now with the... There, my guys going into Testudo. I'm skirmishing right now with the archers. My regular archers had to step up, which was good because it's separated. He had to choose if he wanted to go for the archers or the archer auxilia. I took 1 loss, or maybe 2, over here, and if we go back over here, you can see that his army is deteriorating. My cohorts and cavalry completely just wiped him up. You really can't compete with first urban cohorts. They are on the wild goose hunt, and so I'm going to send them back to battle because this battle is about to escalate, and this is about to be the turning point. He's going to try to rush my archers which is definitely a benefit for me, because he's going to start pulling his army apart. And with that, I'm able to just pick, right here, I'm just going to pick this guy off with 2 of my units of cohort. He didn't think about going, really wasn't smart going right in between my 2 units. But then his units caused me some trouble because it said they were routing. I guess they got their morale back up. So I went ahead and took care of them. And then I'm sending my cavalry over to really deal with this situation over here. I have a bunch of early, no, that's his, excuse me, I have a bunch of archers being chased by his cohort. And he's going to see that he's on a wild goose chase and turn around. I'm still taking shots from his archer auxilia. He's got at least 120 guys in there, just unloading on my army. That's fine with me though, because right now I just made his first wave route with the help of my cavalry, infantry, and the really poor mistake of him going right in between 2 units of cohort. So he's going to try to make a comeback and charge right into everything, but he's not going to be successful. His units go ahead and rout, and then all I really have left is that unit right there of early legionary first cohort and his archers. And then out of nowhere, he just has a unit of kitties that decided to come back to the battle, but then they rout before getting any of my guys, which was definitely a good thing. So over here, I'm taking care of his archers. He knows it's almost over. I mean, he only has one full unit left. This unit actually hasn't taken any casualties until my proletarian cohort rush in. I have an urban early legionary first cohort. Go ahead and rush in and help him. And then I believe that was victory. There was this general right there go down. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't victory. I still have 1 archer unit left. But I really had a great time. We definitely got off. No one was mad at each other. No death threats this game, which is definitely good. He did make a very poor mistake, though, of sandwiching himself in between my cohorts, which I would not let go. If he had attacked the flank, that probably would have been better. So now I'm just gonna wait till that guy routs, and that's victory. There's the general dying, which was a little late, but... And then I'm going to go ahead and show you my battle statistics. And I want you to pay close attention to the proletarian cohort. It took 10 casualties, but dealt 130. That's amazing. And I played with Roman generals a lot, and they never do that great. And my archers really didn't do anything except for stall their archers. But my cavalry really won that battle with my legionary cohort holding some people off and having the first charge. So it was a good Roman battle. Thank you for watching.